Welcome to the Summitridge Estate, where luxury meets mystery. Nestled in the hills, this iconic mansion has been home to the rich and powerful, yet its grandeur hides dark secrets. Join us as we uncover the untold stories, scandals, and hidden truths behind one of the world's most enigmatic estates. Imagine a place so luxurious, so secluded, that it becomes the center of controversy without anyone truly understanding its dark secrets. Nestled in the hills, hidden away from prying eyes, the Summitridge Estate promises wealth, exclusivity, and an opulent lifestyle. But what if there's more to this story? What if this estate, coveted by the rich and powerful, is built upon a foundation of scandal, corruption, and mystery? Today, we're diving into the enigmatic world of the Summitridge Estate. Stay tuned as we uncover the hidden truths about this lavish property, the scandalous rumors surrounding it, and the wealthy elite who are willing to protect its secrets at all costs. So, buckle up, because what you're about to hear will change everything you thought you knew about this place. Welcome to the dark side of luxury. The Summitridge Estate, located in the rolling hills of insert location, has long been known as a symbol of wealth and power. But how did it go from a humble property to one of the most sought-after estates in the world? The origins of Summitridge are shrouded in mystery. Some say it was built by a wealthy real estate mogul, while others claim it was the result of a shady business deal. One thing is certain, this property has a history of secrecy and hidden agendas. Built in the early 20th century, Summitridge was originally intended as a getaway for high society. Over the years, it became a hub for political figures, celebrities, and business magnates. But was this estate truly a product of legitimate wealth, or is there something darker lurking behind its walls? Let's take a closer look. Introduce the most notable and controversial figures who have owned the estate. Over the years, several high-profile figures have called the Summitridge Estate their home, but not without controversy. The first owner, insert name, was a self-made billionaire whose connections in the political world raised more than a few eyebrows. He was known for making questionable deals with foreign governments, and rumors circulated that Summitridge was not just a place to relax but a hub for international deals that were anything but legal. But it doesn't stop there. The most recent owner, insert name, is a well-known media mogul whose influence in Hollywood and politics is unrivaled. This figure has been linked to countless scandals, including accusations of insert scandal, and yet, the Summitridge Estate remains their sanctuary. Why do these figures choose to retreat to such an infamous place? What is it that Summitridge offers them that no other estate can? Explore the most controversial aspects of the estate, including rumors, legal issues, and scandals. Despite its beautiful exterior and luxurious amenities, Summitridge has been at the center of numerous scandals over the years. In this section, we'll explore some of the most controversial aspects of this estate. Rumors of hidden tunnels beneath the estate have circulated for decades. Some say they were used for illegal meetings, others claim they are a secret escape route for the rich and powerful when things go wrong. What do these tunnels truly represent? Are they simply relics of a bygone era, or do they still serve a much darker purpose? The disappearance of insert name. In the late 1980s, a prominent socialite mysteriously vanished from Summitridge. Despite an investigation, the case remains unsolved to this day. Could this disappearance be linked to the estate's owners, or is there something more sinister at play? The corruption of local politics. Summitridge has long been known for its influence over local politics. Multiple investigations have revealed ties between the estate and local government officials, with several officials accused of accepting bribes and providing favors to the estate's owners. But what is the true cost of this political influence? And what does it say about the lengths some people will go to protect their interests? Several mysterious deaths have occurred at Summitridge over the years, with many people questioning whether they were accidental or something more intentional. Could these deaths be tied to the estate's hidden secrets? What are the true circumstances behind these tragic events? Examine the enormous wealth that fuels the estate, and how it is used to protect its dark secrets. The Summitridge Estate is not just about luxury, it's about power. Over the years, the wealth generated by this estate has only grown, and with it, the influence of its owners. From billion-dollar deals to secret meetings with high-ranking officials, Summitridge has been at the center of power and corruption for decades. But it's not just about money. It's about the power that wealth can buy. The estate's owners have used their fortune to protect themselves, cover up scandals, and ensure their continued dominance. But just how far are they willing to go to keep their secrets hidden? And what happens when the balance of power shifts? The public image. Contrast the estate's glamorous public image with the darker, hidden truths. To the public, the Summitridge Estate is a symbol of everything that's glamorous about wealth and power. It's featured in countless media outlets, touted as a private paradise for the rich and famous. But behind the scenes, the reality is far less glamorous. From illegal activities to personal vendettas, those who have lived on the estate know the truth about what really goes on behind closed doors. The media often portrays Summitridge as a paradise, but in reality, it's a place where personal demons and political intrigue play out in the shadows. What does the public not know? What are they missing out on by focusing only on the surface? Reflect on the long-term impact of the estate on the local area and the broader social landscape. As we look to the future, it's impossible to ignore the lasting impact that the Summitridge Estate has had on the surrounding area and the world. The legacy of wealth, power, and corruption continues to shape the political and social landscape in ways that many of us can't even begin to comprehend. Whether it's through the economic influence it exerts or the secret deals that happen within its walls, Summitridge has left a permanent mark on history. But will it ever truly change? Or will the Summitridge Estate continue to be a symbol of everything that's wrong with our obsession with power and money? One thing is certain. The story of this estate is far from over. End with a provocative, open-ended statement that leaves the audience thinking. The Summitridge Estate is more than just a piece of real estate. It is a symbol of everything that's both alluring and dangerous about power and wealth. It represents the extremes that some are willing to go to in order to protect their secrets and maintain their status. Whether it's through political corruption, shady dealings, or mysterious disappearances, the Summitridge Estate continues to haunt the world of the rich and powerful. But as the truth slowly begins to unravel, one question remains: what is the price of luxury? And when the walls come crashing down, who will be left standing? The interior of the Summitridge Estate, a world of opulence and secrets. As you step through the towering gates of the Summitridge Estate, the world around you seems to shift. The sounds of the outside world fade away, replaced by an eerie silence, as though the estate itself is a universe apart. The grandiose exterior, marbled stone, towering columns, and an air of aristocratic grandeur gives way to an interior that is both breathtaking and haunting. It's as though every room in Summitridge is designed not just for luxury, but to hold secrets buried under layers of opulence and wealth. The grand foyer, first impressions of power. The moment you step inside, you're greeted by a foyer that can only be described as imposing. The marble floors gleam beneath your feet, the white stone shining as though it had never been touched. The high ceilings stretch far above, supported by grand, gold-trimmed columns. A giant chandelier hangs down from the ceiling, its crystal drops reflecting light in every direction, casting shadows that seem to move on their own. It's not just a foyer. It's a statement. It says, "I am wealth, I am power, and I am untouchable." The walls of the grand foyer are lined with paintings that tell stories of opulence and history. But there's something unsettling about them. Most of the portraits are of past owners, but the eyes in these paintings are lifelike. They seem to follow you, no matter where you stand. Some say it's just the way the lighting falls on the faces. But those who know the estate's history whisper that the portraits are more than just works of art. They're windows to the past, windows into the lives of those who were once here and the dark secrets they may have left behind. The living room. Luxury with a dark edge. Behind the foyer lies the living room, an expansive space designed to impress even the most discerning guests. The furniture is the epitome of taste: deep velvet sofas in rich, dark colors, arranged in such a way that they face inward, as though every conversation held here is meant to remain private. The grand fireplace, with its intricate carvings, burns with a flicker of warmth, but there's an odd coldness to the room. The walls are adorned with tapestries depicting scenes of regal hunts and lavish balls, yet no matter how comfortable it seems, there's a lingering feeling that this room is not just for entertaining, it's for watching. Watching anyone who enters. The feeling of being observed is overwhelming. There's a piano by the corner, one of those grand pianos with keys that have been polished to a high shine. It's rumored that many important meetings have taken place here, beneath the elegant but ever-watchful gaze of its owners. The perfect place for a quiet, confidential conversation away from prying eyes. The library, a collection of forbidden knowledge through a set of heavy, wooden double doors. You enter the library. It's a place so vast, it seems to stretch on forever. Rows upon rows of shelves line the walls, each crammed with leather-bound books that have been carefully preserved for generations. The scent of old paper and polished wood fills the air. In this room, there's a strange sense of reverence, as if the knowledge contained within these books holds the power to shape the world and perhaps even control it. The library, however, is more than just a place of study. It's said that certain volumes on these shelves are not meant for public viewing, books filled with strange knowledge, dark secrets, and occult practices that are hidden from the world. Some of the estate's most notorious figures are rumored to have spent hours in the library, poring over these forbidden texts, seeking answers to questions that others dared not ask. In the center of the room, there's a massive desk made of polished mahogany, and behind it, a single chair that looks almost out of place amidst the shelves of books. This is where deals have been made, deals that shaped the very nature of the estate itself. But what else has been written in these books? Could there be more to this library than meets the eye? The shadows that cling to the corners of the room hint at the possibility of deeper, darker stories buried within its walls. The dining room, a place for the elegance. You enter the dining room, a space designed for grandeur and spectacle. A long, rectangular table stretches down the center, capable of seating 20 or more guests. The chairs are upholstered in rich fabrics, and the crystal glasses sparkle with an almost supernatural glow. The china, imported from the finest European factories, gleams under the warm light of the room, but as beautiful as the room is, there's something unsettling about it. The walls are lined with heavy drapes that can be drawn at will, closing off the outside world entirely. The heavy air of exclusivity that hangs over the space is palpable. Only the most important guests have ever been invited to dine here. The rest are left to wonder what conversations have been held behind those closed doors. Who sat at this table, and what decisions were made that could affect the world outside. There are rumors that this is where the estate's most controversial figures hold their meetings. It's said that sometimes, the lavish meals are merely a distraction, a way to keep up appearances while more serious and often illegal discussions take place in the shadows. The master bedroom, a room of power and isolation at the top of the grand staircase, past the opulent corridors, lies the master bedroom. It is a sanctuary like no other, designed with an air of isolation that matches the nature of its occupant. The king-sized bed is framed by curtains of deep crimson, and the heavy velvet drapes allow for complete control over the amount of light that enters the room. The room is furnished with antique furniture, each piece handpicked for its beauty, its history, and its value. The walls are adorned with mirrors that reflect the entire room, creating the illusion of space and infinity. But when you look closer, you realize that the mirrors are not merely decorative. They are part of a system, one that is designed to ensure that no matter where you are in the room, you are always in view. Some claim that the master bedroom is where the true power of the estate resides. It's where the estate's owners retreat when the pressures of the world become too much to handle. But it is also a room that has witnessed its fair share of dark moments. Whispers of secret meetings and private deals abound. And while the bed may offer rest, the cold, calculated air of the room serves as a reminder. Nothing is ever truly private at Summitridge. Conclusion: a place of luxury and shadows. The interior of the Summitridge Estate is a living testament to the wealth and power that have defined it for centuries. From the grand foyer to the private, shadowy rooms where the darkest decisions are made, every space within the estate tells a story of excess, secrecy, and influence. The beauty of the rooms hides their true purpose, to serve as a backdrop for power plays, secret dealings, and the ongoing struggle to maintain control over the forces that shape the world. But as beautiful as these spaces are, they are also prisons in their own way. Locked away behind marble walls and golden gates, the people who inhabit these rooms are bound by the very luxury that surrounds them. And within those walls, the true story of the Summitridge Estate is hidden, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. Mysterious and intriguing viewpoint. Third-person objective. From this viewpoint, the story focuses on the estate itself, leaving the audience to form their own conclusions based on the facts presented. It presents the estate as an enigmatic entity, steeped in secrets, power, and untold stories. The Summitridge Estate stands as a monument to wealth and exclusivity, its towering walls and grandiose interiors hiding more than they reveal. On the surface, it's the epitome of luxury. Beneath it, however, lie a labyrinth of scandals, conspiracies, and untold truths waiting to be uncovered. What happens behind its gilded gates? Only those within truly know. 2. Wealth and power. Perspective from the estate's elite owners. This viewpoint emphasizes the high society and political elites who inhabit the estate. It casts the estate as a symbol of ultimate power, its owners being untouchable and influential figures who control and manipulate events from within its walls. The Summitridge Estate is not just a home. It's a fortress of influence. Within its opulent rooms, the rich and powerful make decisions that ripple across nations. It's here where alliances are forged, secrets are kept, and every corner whispers of untold power. Behind these grand doors, those who dare enter are at the mercy of the estate's true rulers. 3. Suspenseful and conspiracy theory. Viewpoint. Narrator focused. This viewpoint presents the Summitridge Estate as the setting for a larger conspiracy or thriller, with the narrator acting as the one piecing together the mysterious elements of the estate. The atmosphere is charged with suspicion, and every detail of the estate seems to hold significance. As the gates of the Summitridge Estate close behind you, you can't help but feel like you've stepped into another world. The grandeur is undeniable, yet an unsettling tension lingers in the air. What is it that the people who walk these halls want to keep hidden? Each room seems to hold another clue, a piece of a puzzle that's been carefully concealed for generations. 4. Historical perspective. From past to present. This viewpoint takes a more historical approach, tracing the origins of the Summitridge Estate through time. It would consider how the estate has evolved, what it symbolizes, and how it has impacted those who have come into contact with it. The Summitridge Estate, built over a century ago, has been witness to history in the making. From the day it was erected, it has symbolized not only wealth but the power that comes with it. As generations of elite families have passed through its halls, the estate has transformed from a mere residence into a hub of intrigue and influence, where the past and present collide. 5. Neutral and investigative. Viewpoint. Journalistic or documentary style. This viewpoint is unbiased and presents the facts as they are, encouraging the audience to question the true nature of the Summitridge Estate. It's more factual and investigative in tone, providing evidence and presenting both sides of the story. The Summitridge Estate has long been a subject of fascination. On the surface, it's the epitome of wealth and status. But what lies beneath this facade? Through interviews, investigations, and first-hand accounts, we'll uncover the darker side of the estate, from its controversial past to the powerful figures who have called it home. What secrets are buried here, and who is willing to protect them?